Welcome to the online clinical Cantonese class provided by Family Care Physiotherapy Clinic. Today, we will go through the vocabularies about the healthcare professional, different specialty. Even for layman, general public, I can explain to you what are the differences when you need to find them, unfortunately, if needed. And for Cantonese, I will highlight today a special characteristic is called check tone or entering tone. If you are already a Mandarin Chinese speaker, learning Cantonese is not difficult because the main difference of the pronunciation is about the entering tone. I will highlight in red color. If I highlight it wrongly, if you know Cantonese very well, okay, please feel feedback and point it out if I highlight it wrongly. First of all, of course, is doctor. Most of the situation, if you have any discomfort, you say a doctor first, right? Doctor in Cantonese, we say it 醫生, 醫生. As I mentioned, if you know Mandarin Chinese, you find it's very similar, right? And with the doctors, also we have nurses. Nurse, we say in Cantonese 護士, 護士. Okay, quite similar. Then it's for my profession. Usually why you see a physiotherapy, mostly because of pain. The pain about on your muscle or bones and cannot be easily treated by medication or rest. Then doctor will refer you for physiotherapy, or if you visit an orthopedic surgery on your legs, on your arm, then physiotherapy will help you do the rehabilitation to exercise your limbs. Physiotherapy in Cantonese we say 物理治療師, 物理治療師. You see, I highlight the entering tone, right? So if you say again in Mandarin, you find most characters are the same, but just the entering tone are quite different. I would also like to introduce our close colleagues who are also the allied health professionals. Occupational therapy. They will treat the functional impairments, disability of a patient. So they teach you how to use the rehab aids, different tools to ensure you can resume to your daily activities or your work after injury. Occupational therapy we say in Cantonese called 職業治療師, 職業治療師. Another profession, speech therapy. Don't think about it, it's just about talking, speech. Speech is actually is about all the things in and out from your mouth. They also treat the we call it dysphagia, difficulty in speaking, difficulty in eating, swallowing. Of course, we don't call it mouth therapy, so they are called speech therapy. Speech therapy in Cantonese we say 言語治療師, 言語治療師, quite similar as Mandarin, right? Okay, then we go through different specialty of doctors, different specialty. The specialty I work the closest, I will say the closest, is orthopedics. As I said, physiotherapy work on more the arms and the limbs and all the muscle injuries, so we work with orthopedics the closest as outpatient. Okay, orthopedics we call it 骨科, 骨科. In Chinese more like bone, but actually it's bone, muscle, ligament. Okay, bone, muscle, ligament. Orthopedics also very common, I think. Another specialties previously I like working with, and it's mainly for children, not only so-called children, for congenital disease and up to adolescent stage. So for people in the puberty stage, if they have some developmental problem, they will also consult pediatric. In Cantonese, we say 兒科, 兒科. Okay. These two specialties, I like putting them together. I'm not highly sure in Singapore, but definitely in Hong Kong, these two specialties, they work very closely because mainly about the aging disease. What aging disease that involve these two specialties? For example, we have stroke, Parkinson, dementia, brain deterioration. Particularly for neurology, we also have the brain neurology and the spine. Spine, we have spinal cord injury or any nerve problem, so neurologists. Then we call it 神經科, 神經科 in Cantonese. And then geriatric, mainly for elderly problems, as the condition I mentioned, and also other degenerative conditions, degeneration in the eyes, arthritis sometimes, and sometimes of the lung, kidney, heart, all relate to aging problem. They may help as well. Geriatric, we call it 老人科，老人科，老人，老人科, okay? So this part, women health, I would like to highlight more clinical experience with that. Because in English, it's very simple for women health or the women problem, or they also have gynae to monitor the carriage and then delivery for the mothers. So they integrate as women health, but maybe in English we add gynae to be specific. So in Cantonese, for general women health, we say 婦科, 婦科. For particularly involving gynae about baby, we have Cantonese say 婦產科, 婦產科. Quite similar in Cantonese, right? Don't mix up. Because, for example, I got a patient, then a female, then I say she got some problem, I need to refer you to women health, then she mistaken as gynae, 婦產科. Okay, so makes some troublesome because she was so young and single. Why I need to refer her to gynae? Actually, I just want to say normal women health in Cantonese. Okay, this one you pay attention a little bit. And the other one I put in here, okay, I will explain more later, is a cardiothoracic. Then is the cardiopulmonary, is your heart, your lung problem. Anything within the chest, okay, cardiothoracic. In Cantonese, we say 心肺科, or in more details, it's again 心胸肺科, 心胸肺科. Okay? Why I put them together, I want to highlight particularly because in Hong Kong, a very common cancer, breast cancer, they may first consult women's health and then refer to oncology, or they work together. But according to my patient experience, they say breast cancer not referring to women's health, they refer to cardiothoracic. Of course, very few pieces of experience for me in Singapore may not be fully accurate. So if anything, not sure, you better consult your medical doctor. Okay, these are the vocabularies about healthcare professional I want to share with you, and particularly the special characteristic of Cantonese. The last credit slide I would like to share with you about Cantonese culture, especially in Singapore. This restaurant I highly recommend. They serve very authentic Hong Kong barbecue, or we call it roasted meat. Okay, 九魚燒臘, 九魚燒臘. It locates in Geelong Point. Geelong Point is a shopping mall next to the Boon Lay MRT station. You can see their barbecue meat. This is how they chop it, much thicker than that you have it in hawker center. These are very authentic Hong Kong barbecue meat with rice. Even the rice is a special rice with the special sauce. So if you want to taste a standard taste, okay, I recommend you visit here. Thank you for attending the lesson and watching this video. We see you again next week.